G'day guys, my name is Jacob. I'm the Customer Relations Manager here at All Purpose Coatings, and welcome back to another showroom talk. Today we will be discussing epoxy flooring application and everything that you can expect from your brand new epoxy floor. We'll be discussing everything from color selection to floor preparation to the actual installation of the epoxy, and everything you and your installer will discuss to make sure your home project is a resounding success. We've got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about today, guys. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so you've decided on an epoxy floor. Exciting stuff. And step one, the color selection, starts right here. Now, color selection is certainly something to consider when choosing an epoxy floor. Once completed, it will outlive the life of your concrete and it will last forever. So making an informed decision on the color flake you choose, the system you go with, the finish you end up with is absolutely vital to the success of your floor. Now, when speaking to your installer, they may use tools such as our Color Studio books, string sets like the ones I have here, our online visualizer available on our website, or they may even invite you down to our showroom here, all to help you make the best decision for your space. Now, if you do need a recommendation or a bit of help deciding what color suits your vision best, what system is going to work best in your space, even what finish you desire most, please feel free to reach out to the team here. We're always more than happy to help out and make sure that you make the right decision for your home. Now we're going to discuss the application process. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now with a color selected, your installer can come back and begin his surface preparation. Surface prep is by far the most important part of installing an epoxy floor. It is crucial to the success and longevity of your new floor. Your installer will begin by diamond grinding the substrate. Now, when we say diamond grinding, we are not taking off mils upon mils of the floor. We're just opening up the face of the concrete to allow the epoxy to adhere better. You may have your installer discuss acid washing or acid etching the concrete. We don't recommend an acid wash. It introduces moisture into the concrete, which takes longer to evaporate, which means you have to wait longer for your epoxy to be laid. It can weaken the concrete as well, leaving a hard topping, but not much in the guts of it. So a diamond grind is the safest way to achieve longevity and durability in your floor. Now, you may be thinking, I've just freshly laid my slab in my shed or in my driveway. I don't need to do any of that. We do recommend that even on a fresh broom finish slab, you wait until the moisture content of the slab is down below 4%. This usually occurs after 28 days. And we also recommend that you wait until the concrete is about 25 MPa. Even on a fresh broom finish slab, you still need to knock the top off it to reopen those concrete pores. Your concreter has done the best they can to make sure that they've closed up the top, giving you a nice hard topping. So again, a nice dry diamond grind, knock it off and allow for the epoxy to adhere. Once the concrete has been ground, your installer can then begin fixing any imperfections in the concrete, such as scratches, cracks, holes. Maybe there's been coring for dynabolts. They will use an epoxy putty or similar product to fill in these cracks, divots, ditches, giving you a nice even surface to coat over. Alrighty, now with preparation finished, we can move on to application. Application follows 5 steps for our 5-coat system, comprising of a prime, a base, a flake coat, and 2 top coats. Starting with our prime coat. Your installer will work with the prime coat first. This is going to act as a primer, as the name suggests, for the concrete, filling in those holes and giving the rest of the floor a good base to adhere to. The prime coat will not look good. It will be messy, it will look patchy. That is the point. You want it to soak into the concrete to make sure that everything that comes afterwards has a solid foundation to work from. Following your prime coat, your installer will apply the base coat. This is what will be flaked into. The base coat is what gives the floor build. It fills in any of the patchiness that you may see from your prime coat, and it gives you a nice wet base to apply the flake into. Following the base coat is our flake coat. Your installer will go box by box, filling in the space until you have a nice full broadcast like the almond floor behind me. Following your flake, your installer will come back, scrape off the excess, bag it up, and move on to our top coats. Post vacuuming and scraping is just to get the excess off the floor so you don't have a clumpy, uneven finish. Top coating is what is going to give you your nice glass-like gloss finish over top. The first coat acts as an entrapment coat to totally lock in all of that flake down into the base, and your second coat will be used to give you your UV protection, ensuring that your floor never yellows and stays durable, looking sleek for the rest of its life. All right, guys, and that is the application of your epoxy floor. Now, some key points to keep in mind here. I know I mentioned that your prime coat will look messy. Trust the process. You will have a stunning floor, much like the floor in our showroom here, in no time. In the long run, it is an investment to your property and it will add value to your home. If you want to get started with that investment, we have a network of installers around the country that are more than happy to get in touch and help you out. You can come in store, chat with us, we can put you in contact, or you can give us a call and we can always link you up with someone. That's all for today, guys. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, check out our other videos, and we'll see you in the next one.